Hi everyone. So I think what we've decided to do for this panel, that's good volume. We've decided, I think all three of us will give like a brief 10-minute presentation, and then we were just going to take questions. That's what we prepared anyway. So I think that's what we'll go with for now. And yeah, we're into my time, so here we go. I'm Abby Lewis. I'm from the Mersey Tobeatic Research Institute. I'm a forester there, and I'm really excited to be talking to you all today about what we're hearing in the woods and just how we study that. So yeah, the Mersey Tobeatic Research Institute, it's an environmental nonprofit organization located on Highway 8 near Caledonia. We have a mandate to promote, protect, and conserve biodiversity in southwestern Nova Scotia and beyond. Guaranteed a number of you folks have joined us at a forest stewardship workshop of some sort or another over the years, and hopefully many more to come. I wanted to introduce some of our staff to you today, just so you can, put a name to a friendly face. We have a number of experts on staff. We also have a lot of generalists. Shout out to the generalists. They're okay too. But yeah, so just bottom left there, we have our lichenologist, Brad Toms. He would say he's a cyano-lichenologist, really. He's not into the stubble lichens or the other cryptic ones. Then we have Carter Feltham on reptiles, including Blanding's turtles, eastern ribbon snakes. She's one of our experts on those. Lori Finney, who is our bat master, bat expert in the house. And then finally we have Dr. Cindy Stacer, whose expertise lies in birds. And a number of us have had the chance to really work with Cindy and study under her over the past number of years, which involves a lot of early mornings all through the summer. Not really looking forward to that again this year, but luckily this field of study has really benefited from advancements in acoustic monitoring technologies. So I just wanted to introduce that term to you all today, acoustic monitoring. It's really studying an environment through the use of recording devices to monitor the soundscape there, find out what species are present. You might find a bunch of terms kind of thrown around kind of in this field of study. ARU is really commonly used. That's just a blanket term for autonomous recording unit, and it's just any of these devices that we use to monitor sound. The one that we most commonly use, because it's rather inexpensive, is shown there. It's called the Audio Moth. So now we have some sounds. I was hoping people could get a little interactive, shout out some birds, if you can recognize them in this recording. There's a peewee back there. Nice. There's some other birds. It's faint, yeah. I know there are some bird experts in here, so anyway. Yeah, hard to hear. There was a parula for sure. Got a vireo, flycat. Anyway, we'll talk later. Let me down. But yeah, so this is just a small capture of some of the birds' recordings that we get. We get back to the office, then we analyze them and verify and make sure those species are all there. But what else are we monitoring out there using these acoustic monitoring techniques? Well, certainly bats monitor this way with a slightly different setup. But I don't have an audio clip for you. Of course, bats are, all of most of the sound that they make is at a range above human hearing. So I do have a visual for you on screen there of what some of that acoustic data looks like. Amphibians. Can anybody tell me who you're hearing here? I've given it away also. We've got a peeper, definitely, spring peeper. Someone else, it's a wood frog. It was the kind of clucking sound that we'll be hearing soon in the woods, I imagine. And finally, back to birds, my favorite. We use passive acoustic monitoring techniques throughout the bird season to monitor these folks in a number of different ways. But a really good news story I wanted to bring to your attention is the finding of a chimney swift cavity out on the Medway Community Forest area, or license area. And it's really like finding a needle in a haystack, but through the use of these ARUs, audio mods, we were able to put out a lot of them and narrow in on just exactly where the birds are most active at certain times of the day, and actually went out and were able to find the exact cavity that they were using with a little bit of searching, which is pretty darn neat. And I've got a little bit of a clip here of just what a survey for swifts looks like in the woods. Yeah, there's a bit of audio. You could just see some swifts zooming around a cavity in the evening there. So I must be getting down on time, but just wanted to mention why we monitor birds. A number of different reasons. There is actually legislation that says, we shouldn't be harming birds during their nesting season, and that's really, really hard to adhere to in reality. So we're looking for solutions and working with partners across the province to try to figure out ways that people can actually implement some solutions for birds there. So. So some of those partners, the Medway Community Forest Co-op, the Family Forest Network, Western Woodlot Services, and the Federation as well, all working to engage in implementing some solutions for birds. And finally, how can you help? Well, you could learn some bird species, find out who's in your backyard. It's pretty fun, it's fulfilling. It's a different kind of layer of information that you can get from your forest. It's fun. And I must thank, of course, our beautiful sponsors, our beautiful funders, the Department of Natural Resources and the Environment and Climate Change Canada, of course, for funding the work, Venturi. And I'd certainly welcome any questions. I think I'll just be over here while the next presentation goes along.